Hey, everybody, welcome to this edition of After Hours AM. I'm your host, Joel Sturgis. Right along with me is my new awesome co host, Brittany Seifert, right? Brittany, did I nail that?
Yeah,
Oh, I knew I
you're
did.
fine.
You're just so
You're fine.
nice. You won't even say I didn't do it
I
correct. You're so
won't. I
nice.
won't tell you if it's correct or not.
We got great guests tonight on tap. But first, we got to talk a little bit about Brittany. Brittany, tell us who you are and how awesome you are.
Well, obviously I'm
No
spectacular
pressure.
every
No
day.
pressure.
Um, so I am your new editor.
You are. You are. So I got some books coming out, as we talked about
Yeah.
last week. And there's like a whole slug of them coming out. And I've been busy. And I know I've been talking about writing books for forever and ever and ever. Finally, they're done. And Brittany here is gracious enough to make me look good at the end, which is going to be really hard to do because cavemen with crayons write almost better than I do. So you got that. You're gonna be a busy gal. You're busy.
Well, so far from what I have read, it is spectacular. I am so excited to watch all of these hit shelves and have have their word, have their opportunity to be found and loved, and it's exciting.
Wow, man, that is so nice of you to say. My lord.
Well,
Now you own a business,
I do.
and what's that business?
So I run Raven Editing, and it is all literally it's about making my authors look good.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a little story here. Now, Brittany was just a nice young lady minding her own business, doing her editing till I showed up and I said, "Hey, you ever edit a paranormal stuff?" No, I haven't. I never have. I'm like, "Would you like to?" And you're like, "Well, I'll try." And here we are. So when all my books are done, because I'm not going to give her away that easily.
Right.
I know there's a lot of authors out there that I've talked to in the paranormal circles. So if you are looking for a heck of an editor and somebody easy to work with, someone that understands your vision, you could do a whole lot worse than Brittany. Let me tell you, she comes in, she understands it, and that is really 3/4 of the battle. She's the yin to my yang. She gets what I'm doing. And that's very important moving forward.
Yeah, you gotta have that person do it
Right. Right. You just can't.
Absolutely.
It's a process. It is definitely a
It's
process.
it's just like paranormal teams. You gotta have the right investigators that do the right
Touche,
way.
touche. Because when I did the
Yes.
books, I'm like, hey, I wrote these books. I'm done. Oh my god, I was so far from done. So far from done. And so she is guiding me through this. I can't give her enough props through this whole process. So, and plus, I want to welcome her again to the radio show. She's gonna be a giant asset, and I didn't want to stumble that one. You don't want to leave that one hanging. And then, so Brittany, again, thanks for coming aboard.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. It's
So,
it's a fun adventure.
okay, it's Casey. We gotta jump into what you got going on. Tell us about yourself, man.
Well, like I was telling him, I was in this field now for 6 years as of November.
Okay.
I've done 20 different businesses in the last 6 years. Some were return ones, just because some of them felt like home away from home. So that was kind of cool, and became friends with the owners. So
Do you do mostly private investigations, or do you go
yeah,
like,
mostly.
like homes?
Yeah,
People call you up,
yeah,
going, we got the seventh layer of hell in our basement. Want to come on over and clean that up
yeah,
for us?
yep. I actually last month I actually did the Monroe House out in
Very cool.
Indiana. Yeah,
What was that like for you?
it was interesting. I had my name called like 3 different times.
In a good way or bad way?
Good way.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
likes your name called in a good way.
Well,
Come on.
two of them were via recorder.
Okay.
Okay.
The third one was actually I was able to hear on recorder, but I was also able to hear it with my own ears. So that was
So you had an EP,
yeah,
so that, or actually you'd have a VP, not an
yeah,
EVP. So you had a real time voice phenomena,
yeah,
which is the rarest of them all.
yep.
That's super rare. I've only encountered that a few different times over the years. One of them when I was investigating Alcatraz.
That's
Oh,
another hot spot for me.
Another
Alcatraz.
time the Stanley, that I had that
Okay.
happen.
Another bucket list of mine.
Oh man, yeah. I've been blessed over the last 30 years. I've gone to just about every place you can think of,
my
so
my adoptive father is like I would say 45 minutes away from Stanley,
Is he
and
by like Estes Park?
Denver.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
yep.
gotta go.
He's in
You
that
gotta
area.
go.
Yes.
You
It's
get
just even for the architecture, the
Yes,
place is just it's beautiful.
but do it in the summertime because otherwise you may not get back out of there for a
well,
while.
well, that's no fun.
Well, it's in the mountains and you get snowed in. You're stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always gone at the end of the season, towards the end of the season,
Hmm.
fall time.
Yep.
And because that's usually when they're allowing more of their investing, because less people are there too, so you
Yep.
don't have a full
Yeah.
house. But
Yeah.
yeah. So there
I
you
bet it's
are.
gorgeous though, out in
It
the
is
mountains.
very gorgeous.
It is.
It's awesome. Brittany, any questions you got? You
Yeah.
wanna?
So, Casey, what was your favorite case that you worked on so far?
Um, my favorite case was actually is a home away from home, and actually the story of this one is I've at this location. The spirits actually came to me first
Okay.
before I even gone there. Didn't know it. Didn't know where it was. It's actually in Green Bay.
Okay.
It's I'm sure you heard of Captain's Walk Winery.
Yes.
Yeah, they're shut down now, so shockingly,
Okay.
um, but the original owner that built that house, he's actually my spirit guide.
Okay. Explain more.
Yeah.
Um, he's the one that was coming to my dreams, started talking, and then um, I didn't know what he was saying, but he wanted me to have a drink with him. I didn't understand it. Then come to find out, his house is now was a winery.
So no.
It converted into a
Okay.
winery,
Yeah.
and that's where he was coming from, which was weird.
There's a lot of weird going on with that. So let's unpack that
Mm.
for a second.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's okay. Was it in dream form he came to you? Was it
Yep.
like
Dream
okay?
porn.
Okay.
Yep. And then
And
when I did the investigation a couple times, he did validate himself that he's my spirit guide. So
did he just pop up and say, "Hey, by the way, I'm your guide"?
no, I was asking questions about it, and
Okay.
yeah. So yep. So,
Wow.
When was the last
Uh,
time you saw him?
couple weeks ago, and actually, he actually follows me everywhere I go.
Okay.
Like every location I go to investigate, he's there. It's confirmed that he's been there. Like I get EVPs from him all the time. The equipment goes off if I ask him to, and yeah,
hmm. That so you can ask him to trigger a piece of equipment, he'll do it,
yep,
and he'll just validate that he's there.
yep. He does it recordings. He does it, and yeah. So
What's the perks of having your spirit guide with you?
for him, it's more of he just makes sure nothing follows me home, basically. So if I go to a location that's got evil, he makes sure they stay. Or if he feels they need to stay, they'll make sure he stays. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's cool to have that
It
option.
here's the other thing for him. My researcher did a lot of research on him, and I know where he's buried. I'm now actually doing a tour of the original oldest house in Appleton.
Okay.
He built that house. So,
So you have a lot of
Okay.
synchronicities in your life
yep,
that
Well, yeah.
involve him.
yep, yep.
So, okay, because I just looked it up. So is it
Elijah
the
Elijah Morrow is the original, is one that built it.
yeah. And it's over it says it was
It
built in 1851.
Yep,
Jeez.
Wow,
yep.
that's a
That
long time ago.
Yeah, now it's a Airbnb right now.
okay.
And I'll actually
So
be doing
Wow.
a tour there on the 8th.
Oh, if it's what I'm looking at, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a small house, but it's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, okay.
so being an Airbnb, so did the owner like contact you, ask you if you could do
No,
tours?
my well, I call her my sister because I've known her since 2003. She's my researcher,
Okay.
and just out of the blue, it came upon her, and she told me. So
Hmm,
we feel he had a hand in all that. So
that is
yeah,
cool.
That's
That
really
yeah,
that
cool.
that is really cool. Yeah, I mean, to have something there that could stop from things following you home. I wish I had
yeah,
that. My wife would like that too if I had things that
yeah,
couldn't follow me home. I got a
Yeah.
whole story
yeah,
about that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
The amount of times I've had a friend of mine either make me something and be like, "All right, I'm going to this place.
yeah,
Hook me up with something to put in my pocket." Like,
yeah,
I don't care if it's a jar of dirt. If you tell me that it's gonna work, like, I'm
Yeah.
down.
yeah.
Oh
Chris,
man, for forever, I just kind of
yeah,
went to places and I didn't care. I'm like, what's the worst,
yeah,
whatever. And
Right.
I didn't practice very good spiritual hygiene, kind of keeping things at bay. I just kind of, being full bravado,
yeah.
just was like, whatever, until things started following me home. But they didn't bother me, they bothered the people around me.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
always lovely.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. No, no. Especially my wife's going, hey, yeah, they're standing at the end of the bed and they're looking at me.
Oh, that's
I
uncomfy.
don't know. I slept great. I don't know. I was fine, but she's the one to deal with it. But yeah, so I kind of learned better throughout the years, and that's the thing, we all kind of grow. I've been doing this, 30 plus years,
Hmm.
and you kind of learn as you go a lot of
Yeah.
times,
Mhm.
I started in the Wild West days where no one was hardly doing this.
Hmm.
So was the TV
Okay.
shows that got you interested?
Yeah, Ghost Hunters is the one that got me into or interested when they started. So,
Have you
I,
ever met the guys?
yep, every single one of them.
Oh yeah,
Hmm. I've gone to the Michigan Paracon
sure,
for
sure.
4 years straight, and that's where I met them.
Huh. Well, that's good. It's always nice to meet those conventions you go to. They're
Yeah,
awesome because they're like, you get to connect with everybody and see
yeah,
people you've been seeing a long time and stuff like that. So that's always a fun time.
yep.
And then and when you go to those conventions, you learn a lot. You can bounce
Hmm.
ideas off each other and stuff
Yep.
like that. So yeah, man, that's
Yeah,
good. That's good that you're
I
very
got to
active.
I got to talk to Jason Hawes and Dave Tango for a good 45 minutes when I was there. So,
Yeah, they're nice folks. They'll sit down
yeah,
and they'll talk with you.
yeah. So,
I like that. Well, and when you find those like-minded people, like you keep
yeah,
raising each other up and making each other better. So it
yep.
makes it fun.
That
Okay.
is true. That is very true. Yeah, that's a good time right there. Really good time. I haven't been to the Michigan one, and it's got to be a couple of years now. I got to go back one of these
Yeah,
days.
I think they closed that down and created something else and over there.
Yeah,
They don't have it at the casino anymore. So,
Okay.
yeah. Well,
but
that's probably all right too.
hmm,
Although casinos are cool to go to conventions at.
yeah,
Just because it's a casino.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah. It was fun time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever been to Brittany's area. Brittany, tell them
Yeah.
Up.
about
So
He
your
just
area
popped.
that you work at.
yeah, so I'm down near Sheboygan. So
Okay.
like Glenbeulah Cemetery or like Dundee.
Mm-hmm.
Have you jumped out there at all and
Glenview.
checked in? So Glenbeulah
Yep.
or Dundee.
Yeah.
Because I know Glenbeulah is a pretty little cemetery, but
Yeah.
it's active.
I've actually been there.
Okay. What was
Yeah.
your experience?
A lot of feeling type thing. And
Yeah.
it was during the day because you can't go there at night, which sucks.
Yeah,
But
I want to say they close at like 10
yeah,
and they're
and
pretty,
there other people
they
ruined
close.
it for people.
They
Yeah.
Yeah.
did. And I mean, it was honestly, it was mostly
They
from people when I was in high
they
school.
did that with Riverside Cemetery as well.
Yeah.
They shut it down at night, but
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been to that cemetery. Is it pretty crazy? Pretty haunted?
uh, yes,
Yeah.
extremely.
Do
Yep.
tell.
Yeah.
And actually, there's another story to that one. So again, my sister Jamie and I went over there, and I'm an empath, so I can sense, I can sometimes hear, but I was led to a specific gravesite, and it happened to be at the military section. And the person that was drawn to, um, his first name and my grandfather's first name are the same. And they
Huh.
both, yeah, it was really interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, my grandfather fought World War II, and this gentleman fought World War One. So,
Hmm.
yeah,
That is cool. Very
yeah,
cool. Talking another synchronicity you have in your life. It's full
yeah,
of
Right.
them.
yeah.
So,
So what's
guys,
the
thoughts?
biggest thing like, oh, sorry.
Oh, you go ahead, ma'am. Ladies first.
What's the biggest thing you've learned in 6 years? Like, as you've been, working through different investigations and, learning different machines and the mechanics of it all, like, what's the biggest
It
thing you've learned?
just the learning for me is, I find like investigations. I find it's more in the mindset in a
Okay.
way. So like for the Monroe house, they say it's a demonic house. Well, if you already know that, you're going into it, you're going to get that. And if you go the opposite way, you're going to get the opposite, which happened for me. So I
Okay.
got
Explain
total
more.
alcohol. Like, I didn't feel anything demonic there. And
Okay.
all of the things that happened to me and my team were positive. Just like
Right.
shadows walking around,
Sure.
equipment going
Sure.
off, just the basic.
I find what you put out there, you get back kind of
Yep.
Yeah.
thing. So I mean,
Yep.
if you go in there and it's also like you said, a mindset. I've been in plenty of places where they're like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, there's a demon,"
Yeah.
and I didn't run into any such thing,
Yeah.
thankfully. But I mean, not to say they don't exist. I just haven't run into
I
terribly
hate the
many of
word.
them.
I hate the word demon. I do. I hate it. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it's not one of my favorite.
I mean, it's an umbrella term,
Yep.
Yeah, it most
you know.
definitely is. It most definitely is. It's thrown around entirely too much.
Yep.
Well, but when people don't know what they're looking at, you don't know the difference between like shadow figures and, other things, and you
Yeah.
don't know the difference between cryptids, and
Right.
I feel like it's just
Here's a giant asterisk with that.
mhm.
Okay, here's the thing. When you're watching a guy run around on TV and every other episode, dude, I'm possessed.
Yeah.
And that's what you're watching, you're going to assume it's more prevalent than what it is, right?
Yeah.
So we all know what I'm talking about. Those
Yep.
guys,
Right.
and so you got to take it like use your own evidence, use
Yep.
your own analysis of what you're dealing with.
Yep.
You know, far too many people use the TV shows as a training guide, in my opinion. That's just my humble opinion.
I don't.
It should be, you know, for entertainment purposes only kind of thing when they
Yep.
show them on TV.
For me, I've actually learned a lot from TV shows for
Okay.
investigations, like what to do, what not to do, and
Yeah.
how to interact with other people.
No,
So,
I get that. I get that. I
Yeah.
know when I don't watch the shows, to be honest. I don't know when the last time was I watched one of those shows. Mainly
Yeah.
because I look at it, I go, oh, they did that wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
so I frustrate people around me, like, don't be so hard on them. Well, it's a
Yeah.
TV show. And being
Right.
a guy that's
Yeah.
been on a TV show, I can tell you how it really works, how the magic works. You know, they like the TV shows I've been on, they might show one or two guys in the camera, but there's 30 more in the back.
Yep.
Right? You got your sound guy and you got your camera
Yep.
guys and you got this, you got that. So,
Yeah.
you know, it is
When they
most definitely different.
yeah, when they say they're alone in the room, they're not.
They are not. They are not.
No,
You
they're
know,
not.
I was doing one investigation for a TV show and I kept on almost tripping on the sound guy. It's like, can you move? That would be
Right.
great.
Yeah, that'd be hard. I feel like, well, you're not going to get the same anything
Right.
when that's the situation. It's because now it's become just
It's contaminated.
convoluted. Yeah.
You know, you get so many
Yeah.
people running around and so much noise and this and that.
Yeah.
And through the magic of TV, it looks great. It really does. And I
Yep.
don't begrudge them because they're putting a product out there that people
Right.
clearly want.
Yep.
But you know, at the end of the day, it's like it's still just TV.
Yep.
You know.
But you could tell what teams, and I don't want to disrespect any, but you can tell when certain teams, like, I guess you could say, how do I word it? Staged, in a way.
Yeah. No, I get you there.
Like,
Yep.
like it's their way of their viewing and how they do things, and
Yeah.
that's not how you do it with investigation.
Well, if you had to pick the most authentic TV show, what would you say it would be?
I would have-
putting him on the spot.
I would have to say Ghost Hunters, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And why?
Mm-hmm.
Why, when you sit down and talk to people, when you meet them, you get how they are in person, and you can look back and be like, oh yeah, well, you can tell when they're legit and when they're not, and they're not
Gotcha.
script, or when they're
Gotcha.
not script. You could tell when they
Yeah.
are and when they're not.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Because
Fair enough.
if you're goofing around and having fun while you're investigating, that's not script. You know.
Yeah. 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 Fair enough, man. So what's your theories on ghosts? What do you think they are?
That's a good question. I never thought of that. To be
No one
honest.
knows what they are because that's why we're still doing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when
Explain
they
the
say
unexplainable.
they're experts, they're not.
Oh, there's no such thing. Oh,
There's-
hell no.
no.
No. I actually, years ago, I worked with the Warrens.
Mhm.
I worked with Hans Holzer. I worked with all of the, big in the
Yeah.
way back when times. And there are no experts. There
No.
and none of us know what a ghost is because that's why we're still doing what we're doing. If
Yeah.
we all knew, it would just be normal at that point, not paranormal.
Right. Yeah.
So what's your thoughts and thought forms? What's your thinking on those?
On which?
On thought forms? Tulpas?
Yeah. I don't know. To be
How about
honest.
PK events? What's your feeling on PK events?
I don't know either. To be honest.
That's all right, man. That's all right.
Yeah.
No one does. That's why we're doing it.
Yeah.
A thought form is something that is actually created by us.
Mm.
We that is a ghost. There's a great movie out there. Normally, I don't pimp out movies and go, "Hey, go watch a movie." There's one called The Philip Experiment.
Okay.
It's called The Quiet Ones. It's about the Philip experiment. That was a
Yeah.
real experiment they did at college. And when I talked to the researchers on that, they got 5 people together and they brainstormed, right, in this big
Yep.
think tank. And they made a backstory for this ghost, who he was, everything, right? They fleshed him out as a character.
Yeah.
Well, next thing you know, they start getting activity from him, Philip.
Mm.
And so he never existed until they brought him into being.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
after they did that, that's when they're getting the EVPs. That's when they're getting all the other stuff. And he never existed. He was a figment. He was a character that they made up.
Hmm.
So it really lends to how powerful our minds are,
Yep.
what we can do as people when we really want to.
Yep. And that goes back to how you go into places with your mind as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because before you go there, they know where your mind's at, and they're going to feed off it.
Yes. But
Mhm.
this ghost didn't exist at all.
Yeah.
It didn't exist. It was nothing.
Is-
It was nothing
yeah.
until they made it.
Yeah.
And that's when it was made. And then of course PK events are more or less they're through your mind where you move stuff. Poltergeist activity a lot of times is attributed PK events. You know, there's
Gotcha.
people, you know, out there that not necessarily young, but a lot of young people that are like going through puberty and stuff like this will create PK events. And it's not uncommon. I worked a case where a PK event was pretty prevalent. And I was not ready for what was going on when you see, you know, cups flying across the room.
Right.
And they shouldn't be flying across the room. You go, oh, that was a little strange.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I lived with poltergeist activity at my house my apartment for a couple of years.
Well, yeah.
No.
And fill us in on that one. What was that like?
Yeah.
It was interesting. I found out from the neighbors that 2 people had committed suicide in my apartment back in the day. One was in my bedroom, passed away from fentanyl overdose, and then the second gentleman hung himself in the bathroom.
Wow.
So you're gonna have to excuse the noise. I think I have an airplane or something flying over the house if you guys are picking that up at all. So you had these. Okay, how'd you find all this out? Did you like go down to the public records and
no,
find out who it was?
I never found out who it was. But they left me alone for the most part. They just knocked things over. Like I had a case of water that was like 40 bottles.
Sure.
Fall off the counter by itself.
And you didn't have like the house didn't shift. You didn't have anything shake the house. There wasn't anything like that.
This house or this apartment was in Menasha. Believe it or not. I found out, and I was accurate. Prior to being an apartment building, it was also back in the day a nursing home. So,
What was it over off of Bell? No, that's Nina.
No, that's Nina. If you look up Elizabeth Court Apartments,
Yep.
that's in Menasha.
Gotcha. Was the whole building haunted, or did the neighbors talk about having disturbances? Or
I don't think they were wanting to tell. To be honest with you, I think they were too scared to. You know, some of them only did because they know what I do.
So they'd come in, they would take you aside privately and go, Casey, this is what's going on in my house. It's a little crazy. Will you come check it out?
Yep.
Wow. So where, you said that the Stanley is on your bucket list. What other places do you really want to get to?
On the very top of the list is the USS Hornet battleship.
Okay.
That is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
you know, that's a good bucket list to have.
See, the other thing too is like I said, my family, whole entire family served. So I mean, it's in the bloodline, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and I just love planes and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff too. So,
Well, if you get out there and do the Hornet, you might as well get out there and do the Queen Mary too while you're there.
yeah, I actually got a friend. She's my host of our show, and she doesn't live very far from there. So,
Sure, sure.
so
Yeah, the Queen
yeah,
Mary is definitely worth the trip.
yeah, that's a bucket list of mine too.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
It sounds like you got quite the bucket list, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
scratched a few off yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No. I've also been down to the Sheboygan State Asylum.
I was gonna ask that. I
Yep.
work there. What were your thoughts? I want to know all the thoughts.
I couldn't really do much EVP recording there that night because I was doing actual live listening, and all I heard was everybody's belly grumbling the whole night. I was like, damn it.
So you did the overnight tour.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, now, if I were to do it myself, I'd want to be in there by myself or one
Oh,
other
me too.
person. Like, so just go in there,
Yeah.
do it right, you know, with the least contamination as possible.
Yeah.
Preferably someone that works there that knows all the hot spots.
Yep.
You know, kind of go in there and really give it what it deserves. You know.
Yeah. And what's interesting about that night, my right shoulder was hurting really bad. Halfway through the night, it was better by the end of the night.
Did you have to pay to go do this, or was something you just worked
My
out with the owner?
funny thing is, my ticket that I got for free
Free's all right.
because
Yeah.
I don't know if you know her. It was a friend of mine did tours there as well. She ran tours there, and she's the one that got me into it in there because she had a friend that was supposed to go and they backed out. And she had a free one. She asked me to go.
Huh.
I'm like, no, I'm not denying that.
Well,
So,
yeah, hell yeah.
So where all were you guys able to go? Because I've done the tours, and I work within like the haunted house area.
mhm.
So I've seen a lot of the buildings. So where do they take you?
We went up to the third floor.
Okay.
We went to the tunnels by the
By the gym.
by the gym,
Mhm.
also by what is it?
The boiler.
The boiler, the death tunnel,
Yeah.
and yeah, so it was fun.
That sounds like
They-
a blast.
they
I've
also-
never been there.
They also took us up to the nurses' quarters as well, and that's where my shoulder started feeling better.
Well, sure, the nurses.
Because
they take care of you, man.
I got touched up there, and then it started feeling better. So
Yeah.
and that's right.
Like I said, I've never been there. I want to get there. That's one of the few places I haven't gone to. Have you ever done like Waverly Hills?
Oh, that's a bucket list. I haven't been there, but I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
How about Mansfield?
Yes,
You did Mansfield.
I never did Mansfield.
Oh,
No,
I was gonna say I
bucket
did
list.
Mansfield is awesome. You ever get a chance to do Mansfield? Do Mansfield. Trans-Allegheny is pretty good too.
Yep, another bucket list. I got a whole bucket list.
It sounds like
the one I can actually do now check off is Old Juliet Prison.
so. Now this is what you need to do. Oh, before
I got her attention.
Okay, tell us about Juliet Prison because I've been. Yeah, it's good. Place.
I was able to work with Shane Pittman and Dave Schrader at that one.
Okay.
So they did a public event there, so I got tickets for that. And that was fun.
I bet it was. And what
Yeah.
did you get there? What kind of any evidence or?
Like I said, it was a group thing, so there was quite a bit of people there. We kind of split up and did our own. I really didn't get many EVPs, surprisingly. I mean, I got a few, but it wasn't ones that I could really hear. They were faint. I sat in one of the most haunted cells there for 45 minutes to an hour
Oh,
by
very
myself,
cool.
and I was fine. I did that also in death row.
So you were all around that prison.
Everywhere. Even they have their own hospital there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Brittany, what's on your bucket list? Where would you like to go?
There are so many places. Waverly is
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I've never even thought about going to Mansfield, but I would.
It's good there. It's fun.
There's
It's a good trip.
I think that like I'm very much into the sanatoriums, asylums, like those trip my trigger just because after being through Joel, we were talking earlier today about going through concentration camps, like
Yeah.
it's such a vibe that
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I've done that. It took a lot out of me. I will, I'll stick with a different vibe. But I think
Yeah.
like even hotels, I've after working in hotels, I've seen quite a bit. So like, exploring, like it's a different vibe depending on where you're
Yep.
going.
Yep.
So I think I would like to hit up some asylums.
Asylums, yeah.
That'd
No,
be
Yeah.
fun.
that's always a good time.
Give me
We
a
had a
little
great
crazy.
one here in Minnesota till it was tore down. That was the Fergus Falls one. And that
Okay.
was super active, but now it's gone. But that's a shame that they tore that down. But I did investigate that.
Well,
one.
whatever is going to be built there next is more than likely going to be haunted too.
Could be.
Because they're not. If it's attached to land, it's not going anywhere.
That very true. Very, very true.
Oh.
Yeah. Anywhere in the Minnesota, Wisconsin.
I've been to the Boyd House.
Okay,
told
I'll
you.
be doing a tour over there in
Yep.
in July.
That's another home away from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Spears. I could live there, to be honest with you.
Well,
Spears,
according to the owner, it's fully furnished. You could actually move right in.
yeah, yeah, I know her. She's really nice.
Yeah, she is.
I actually met her.
Yep.
So.
Jill. Yep. Good
Yep.
people. Good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there July 31st doing a tour for people that want to get in there and do stuff like that. And then I got another one at the Greyhound, and then I got another one at a haunted opera house, and
Ooh, I like
quite a few to put on this year. So
I love
will be at the
theaters.
Opera House.
I don't know, Brittany, if you ever heard of the Grand Opera House in Oshkosh.
Yes, I went to
I've
school
been
in
there.
Oshkosh.
I've been
It's-
there.
It is
beautiful.
is gorgeous, but okay. So what was your experience there?
And that was another thing too. For that one, I had a female coming to me, and she was in the basement crying, and I'm like, and then I was like, go there, and she was from there. So that was weird.
So when you say come to you,
like in dreams form.
Okay.
Like I get the dreams thing. I don't actually see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
With my empathic abilities, that's a lot of times how they come to me is in dreams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not me, man. I talk to them face to face, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm starting to get to that point, but it's a work in progress.
Yeah, I've told the story a million times about when I worked at a radio station. I talked to a dead guy for like 15 minutes.
No. Yeah.
Like, yeah. I just didn't know he was dead. So I guess that helped.
Yeah.
Had I known he was dead, it would have been a whole different conversation.
Right.
Trust me. I would have been like, ghost.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Yeah, you're right. There we go. So what's your thoughts on, how EVP works? How do you figure that they're communicating using that device?
That's a hard question.
I'm
I
full of
really
the
don't.
hard
I
ones
really
tonight,
don't.
aren't I?
I really don't know, to be honest. And the thing about Captain Walk Winery too is like, and I didn't know this until afterwards. I got Elijah's name within seconds of turning my recorder on.
Mhm. So do you use
Like,
digital or do you use tapes? What are you
um,
using?
I actually have an app on my phone.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
a recorder on my phone.
Sure. Sure. Have you
So
ever had an EVP where there's like a bunch of people standing around and they all catch the same EVP at the same time?
no, mm-mm. No,
Oh,
that'd
that'd
be
be cool.
funny. Yeah,
That happened to me. Yeah. 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 That was really interesting.
yeah,
What was it?
and
We were doing where were we? I think it was the old school or something. And there was five of us investigating, and we were actually just standing next to each other. I always everyone leaves recorders on no matter what, because a lot of times you get EVP during casual
yeah,
conversations because I like to butt in on your conversation.
yep,
So like four of us standing in a circle, we're BSing about whatever it is we're talking about, something really it doesn't matter a whole lot. And then and then on all four recorders, we have a ghost going, I'm gonna mess with these guys. I'm gonna take their batteries. And I have that on four different recorders. And everybody, we could not keep a battery from draining the rest of that night.
uh,
It was all about messing with us. So it was a trickster from the afterlife. But we all,
uh,
four of us got it. Four different recorders, four
well,
different
it,
people, four different kinds of recorders.
uh,
Oh,
And
that's cool.
yeah.
at least it was a good prankster, not a bad one.
Yeah, it wasn't,
Right.
you're right, right. I mean, I can't say I
Elijah,
haven't run into some bad ones, but I have,
yeah,
but it's,
my spirit
there's
guide,
still people.
my spirit guide, he's a good prankster too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
So,
my brother believes, but he doesn't do it. And my spirit guide decided to want to scare the crap out of him without my knowledge.
so like, let's talk about spirit photography. What's your thoughts on
Okay.
that? Are you a full spectrum guy? What do you believe is the best?
Mm, I think everything seems equal. I
Yeah.
don't really think anything's the best.
Have you ever experimented like with Polaroid stuff like that?
Mm-mm. No, I don't have a Polaroid camera, so
Yeah, yeah. Cool, cool. Yeah, well, yeah. Polaroids are cool because the way that they work.
yeah.
And I've always been a fan of 35 millimeter cameras because there's a negative when I'm done. There's an actual, there it is,
Yeah.
and so I'm still a little bit that way. Although I do use
Mhm.
digital every now and again, but I still do like that having that actual evidence in my hands kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Very tactile that way.
Yep.
Yeah, Brittany, you haven't been on too many investigations, have you?
I haven't. I've just run into things without it being an investigation.
Well, if you want, add me to Facebook and travel with us. If you
There
want
you
to do
Okay.
it.
go.
Yeah.
There
'Cause-
you go.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I can also look into getting you guys some other places that
See, there
I
you
have
go.
There you go.
resources.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
see,
awesome.
I don't
More
belong to.
investigations.
There you go.
Have you heard of the Berlin Tannery out in
Mm-mm.
Berlin?
Okay.
That location's also another way from home. I can get in there pretty easily. Every time I've been there multiple times, and
What's
Okay.
it like?
it's
And
that's
survey
that's actually
says.
the first location I ever saw shadow figure.
Ugh.
It's the first location I've heard an actual voice from a spirit. So yeah, that was fun. He does actually. He used to do haunted attractions there as well.
Yeah.
I've
Okay,
I've
okay,
actually
okay.
there was like a couple of years ago I've done a thing with him for that, and that was awesome.
That does sound like that'd be a lot of
Okay.
fun.
The building itself
It,
is
It's creepy looking, but it's awesome.
Like it's immediate. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
so here for it. Have you ever
it
explored Cedarburg? Because
no.
they used to do a haunted tour during like Halloween season,
Hmm.
and it was always interesting. I went on it and ended up finding out that all of because they have pictures from
Right.
these different places as we're walking and learning mostly about the history and
Right.
stuff.
Yep.
But all of the pictures were taken by my great uncle. And I
Hmm.
had no idea until we finished up, and they're like, "Yeah, these were all taken by, Edward Rappold." And I'm like, "Hold up."
Right. Right.
That is
Like,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
so it's fun, but this place, like, ooh, because it looks like it's old Cream City brick.
Yeah.
And
It used to be back in the day. It's a winery. It used to be a tannery.
okay,
Obviously, that was
yeah,
the
yeah.
last business there. Before it was a cranberry
It's
business.
Okay.
it's
Um.
not Cream City. It's old red brick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
So
And
this is
what
cool.
apparently there's 4 portals there. Apparently,
portals to?
the afterworld, out.
Ah, gotcha.
Paranormal world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
what? So you're thinking the portals is what's making it active?
yeah, I think so. And there's a train track right next to it too, I believe. And
Mm-hmm.
that's also
Mm-hmm.
conductor for it as well. So
Sure. Sure.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
That's.
funny. Every time I talk to the owner about going there to investigate, he's like, everything ramps up.
Mhm.
All the spirits start messing with him.
Like even the mere mention of you showing up
Yep. No.
makes go crazy in
If
there,
I'm
huh?
talking to them saying I'm going there, they start ramping up.
Oh yeah.
They have a lot to say.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
So,
excited for you, man.
yep.
How many people are in your
That's so
group?
cool.
Just me and my researcher right now. I had a few other ones, but they decided to back off a little bit because all they wanted to do was cemeteries
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
in the
Yeah.
wrong way. They didn't want to respect owners
Hmm.
or anything. They just wanted to do it, and I'm like, not happening. Not on my
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right though. You don't need a group. I do it alone a lot.
No.
I haven't belonged to a group in geez, years.
I have
You
a
know.
gentleman, a friend of mine. He's in Cambridge, Minnesota, that works with me as well.
Okay.
I'm actually going to be doing what is it called? It's a Airbnb as well. It's in Green Bay, Astor House Airbnb.
Yep.
So
That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun.
yeah, I will.
Especially get to stay there.
Yep,
Be an Airbnb. It's
yep.
right there.
I, I've also
Oh, it's cute.
investigated. I've also investigated St. Brandon's Inn in Green Bay. That was
Nice.
fun. That's in Green Bay. It's right, like real close to the Astor House.
Okay.
Huh. Very cool, man. Very,
I've
Yeah,
very
never been there.
cool.
it's weird because the cemetery in Green Bay, then the Astor House, then the St. Brandon's Inn, across the river, like it's all on kind of line because Captain
Yeah.
Walk is right in that line too. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
And
So do
then it
you
looks like the Railroad Museum is right there too.
yeah,
Yep.
So it's
it seems like that'd be a great place with all that activity and all the
Oh
history
yeah.
there.
Yep.
oh yeah.
Yep. And I've also been to Old Baraboo Inn and
God, I love
a couple
Baraboo.
times. Oh, that was another location. Like obviously I know the owner, but um, I actually was able to sleep over there overnight, and that was
That's
fun.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a private investigation we did there,
hmm
and
hmm
I actually had multiple equipment by me, nothing else. You get that sensation somebody sitting on your lap, and that's what I got. I got someone. It felt like someone was sitting on my lap.
So is that part of the lore of the place? Is you'll be in there
Yeah,
and if it likes you, it'll come sit on your lap.
that just happened to me. I don't know if that's happened to anybody else. But
Okay.
it was weird because we heard walking and then all of a sudden I feel that and then gone.
Oh my
That
god.
would be a little weird. That'd be a little
Yeah.
And
weird.
then I get home and I listen to my recorder and I got the A word on it.
Oh, well,
A hole.
that.
The a hole word, yeah.
Oh, well, that in itself is strange.
Yes. So that was weird.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Huh.
Okay. That's yeah.
So what's the best place that you've ever been that you're like, oh my god, if everyone's listening, they got to go to this joint?
That's a hard one because there's a lot of them that I've been to. But I would have to say Old Julia Prison's the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sheboygan State Asylum.
They sound like both great places. I've been to Juliet. I haven't been to Sheboygan. I'd like to go to Sheboygan, and it can be in my next book if it does get there.
Yeah.
I have a couple books coming out that you can definitely, when they hit, maybe you'll be interested in buying.
Yeah.
One's the Ultimate Paranormal Investigation Field Guide. So I'll take you through all the theory and thoughts and how stuff works and that kind of stuff. And then I did a road trip. All the places I did, I think I have over 50 locations in my road trip guide. And I went to every one of them. Every single one of those places I went. So it's either, it's either good, bad, or ugly. And I tell it like it is,
And the night when I went to the Juliet prison, if like by the end of the night, because I'm not used to walking a lot, but by the end of the night, my bottom calves are burning. Like
not bad.
Not from the spirits, but from the walking, they were burning. Like
yeah.
So
Some of these places got to do your cardio first.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't so bad at Sheboygan, but at Juliet, I mean, it's massive.
Yeah, it's a really big place.
Yeah. So.
Do any prisons?
Just that one.
Just the Juliet, Sheboygan. Just the one? Okay.
Just the main one. I want to go do the Madison one.
Yeah.
Nevada one, I mean. Yeah, Nevada.
Well, tell us about the Nevada one.
Yeah. I never been there. That's what I want to do.
Oh, gotcha. Is that the one in Virginia City, or is that the one that's in Goldfield, that area? Because I've been to the Washoe Club in Goldfield.
That's another bucket list of mine as well. I think it's the one. There's two prisons, and they're both next to each other.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one's what.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. Oh. Well, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them.
Right.
Yeah. I think, it would be a good time for you to get there, Casey.
The other one I want to go to is Alcatraz.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's
when I did Alcatraz, I didn't have to pay anything. I just went in. They actually asked me to come in, so I guess
that's a whole different thing. But
so me and one other guy.
Yeah, it'd be expensive.
Yeah, it's cool though. I mean, just to take the tour is fun.
Yeah.
The tour itself is fun. Well, that was all very, very cool stuff, man. Do you got like a website or anything for your group? Or
I do not.
You have Facebook though.
Yes, I have Facebook. Yep.
How can folks get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me via Facebook.
Okay.
That's the only spot I have.
Do you post any of your videos you guys get?
I don't have a camera to film.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that'll come with time.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of build up and stuff like that. So I look forward to seeing your evidence you put out there.
I think I've sent you one.
I think you did.
That I got from the Monroe House.
Yep. I think you did.
I had gotten. I don't understand how, and I don't understand why. But I got Nick Groff's name on my recorder.
Oh, does Nick know?
I got
Want
another
me to
friend
call
of
him
mine
up here?
got another another friend of mine knows him and sent me his email, and I sent it to him. But it was cool.
That's a
That's
hell of an
very cool.
introduction. Hey, I don't know
Yeah.
you, Nick, but your name is in my
Yeah.
recorder.
Right?
I think that we're going to become great friends.
Right.
No,
Well,
he is going to become my best friend.
he's
So-
one person I want to meet. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Nick's a good dude. I've known him for years. I remember this. I'm going to age myself when the Ghost Adventures crew only had a documentary out there.
Mm,
I had them on the radio show many years ago. The whole crew.
that's
Got to
cool.
know them all very well.
That
And,
was a hot minute ago, Joel.
That was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah, and even then I was old. So
I have been to Zach Bagans' museum as well.
yeah. What did you think of the museum?
I didn't do the investigation, but I did the tour.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
And I regret it, but I wish I had my recorder going. But I didn't.
well, what happened?
I didn't have one at the time.
I know, but did you hear something? Did you see something? Did something bug you?
I was seeing shadows lurking around, walking around, but that's about
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Huh?
There's
Wow.
only 2 rooms in there that I didn't go into that my body's like, nope. His doll room
Okay.
and the crawl space that he's got there. The only 2 rooms I didn't go in.
Huh?
I'm good without dolls. They
Dolls don't bother me. Oh,
Mm.
I don't like dolls.
No, you're not a doll person.
No.
No.
I mean, if I have to do an investigation with them in there, I'll do it. But
Well, look at all these people that collect these haunted dolls and they keep them around their house, right? I mean,
Nope.
For
Nope.
me, I don't do that. Homie, don't play that game.
That's
I'm not really
asking
a
for
doll
trouble.
guy. Yeah, I don't really collect anything that's haunted. I figure I'm haunted enough. I'm the kind of guy that when I show up to a place, the place goes crazy, right?
Yep.
So it's like, oh, this place was a haunted before you showed up, and then it goes crazy. So I have no shortage of experiences. Yeah, and I don't know what it is, but blessing or a curse, depending upon how you look at it.
Right.
But yeah, I'm that one guy that will show up. And, yeah.
Mm-mm. Ugh.
Like the
So,
Mr. Boyd that haunts the Boyd house.
yeah.
He likes me, so I can go there anytime I want and he chill.
Okay. So
He messes with my equipment all the time on cue. So
I have never been to the Boyd house. This will be my first trip.
so you'll love it. You'll love
have
it there.
to check it out, and
Yeah,
you'll
you'll love it there.
Yeah, I'm only bringing now. I only have room for 7 people, so tickets are going quick. So if you want to go, you got to get in on this thing. And then,
unfortunately, you know the reason why I can't.
Yeah, you can see me be scared.
I'm not scared. It's just that.
No, I'm the one.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, no, I'm just kidding. I don't get scared no more. I'm a big boy. But
yeah, I don't drive. I don't drive because I got a seizure disorder, so I don't drive.
Gotcha.
And
yeah,
I have my teammates that drive me or whoever goes with drive, and then
okay. Well, we touched on shadow people earlier. You got a theory on those? What do you think those things are?
I honestly don't know, to be honest. I just don't know.
Yeah. Brittany, what do you think a shadow person is? Any takers from the crowd?
I have dealt with shadows, and it was not an ideal situation.
There seems to be a high, right. There's a hierarchy of these things, right? Allegedly.
I mean, mine was in my house. and it woke me from a dead sleep, and it woke my dog. And my dog was like
What?
the most gentle. He was a wiener dog. Like, he didn't do anything. He would snuggle up under the blankets. Like, you guys, he literally would go get massages with me and lay under the blankets. Like, this dog did
Everything with you.
nothing. Like, yes,
Who's
I
your
was
little
dog
buddy?
groomer, so he would come with me. Like, he was so beyond gentle.
Yeah.
And so to be woken up and his hackles, I mean, his hair and everything, he was growling, like
Mhm.
teeth bared, and I mean, he looked like he was about to like
Really?
go ham on somebody, and I was like,
Wow.
what is happening? And I had, woken up super quick, and so I don't know if that's why, but I couldn't move for almost 20
Yeah.
minutes. And
Yeah.
I was stuck to my bed. I couldn't talk because I was trying to like calm him down, and I literally I couldn't talk. And all I could see were red eyes hanging out, chilling, watching me,
No
and like
way.
it was up in my corner. And I
Did
mean,
you
it was
investigate afterwards?
I didn't even know what to do. It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I had some really weird situations. I mean, I woke up, I had marks on my neck from hands.
Wow.
And I lived at the time, I lived there alone. So I was like, well, yikes.
Wow.
So,
That is
oh yeah,
scary.
there's more. My house was
Yeah.
it had its
Yeah.
own
No.
it had its own
No.
everything.
Yeah.
But
Shadow people, let me tell
they-
you, that's a whole nother subject. I mean, heck,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother thing unto its own.
Yeah.
I feel like they have more in the hierarchy, if you will.
Yeah. Yep.
They have more reign.
No.
They have more power. And again, this could easily go back to, what we assign power with our minds, right? But
Sure.
the darkness gives them more.
Yeah.
And it's
And
not cool.
if you have
They
more,
suck.
if you have more fear, then they really feed off and build more and more and more and more, and that's how they get stronger.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard that. I think that there's something definitely to that. I've heard lots of stories. I've
And they
seen a lot of
tend
shadow figures.
they tend to mess with sensitives like me
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because they know it, so they're gonna.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they swoop in.
No.
yeah. That's now. What do you think they are? Are they? I mean, if you had your best guess, what kind of entity do you think they are? I mean, where do they land on our paranormal spectrum?
I honestly don't know. I know a lot of people think they're demonic, but again, I don't like that word. But sometimes it can be evil, but it's
Sure.
certainly not demonic. There's difference
Mhm.
between that.
Yeah.
Or they're agitated and they just act like they're evil.
Or could it be a spirit that lacks the energy to fully manifest?
That's my theory as well.
Yeah.
I could see it being something that it was
Human once
the
and then
death was not it was wrongfully killed. Maybe
Yeah.
not
Red
murder,
eyes,
maybe
man.
not, but like
Yeah.
it's not happy.
right.
And so it's taking it out on others
Yep.
by
Yep.
different ways.
But the red eyes, yeah, I mean, for you, Brittany,
Yeah.
that's not normal.
No.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's not really something that I would want to run into. I mean,
No.
but I have seen the red eye thing. I know what you're talking about. But to be alone in your room and then have this show up or your dog react, there's definitely
Yeah.
something going on. Something definitely going on.
Well,
You
I
know.
mean, that house had, a friend of mine had come over and she's like, so what's with all the black cobwebs? And I was like, what black cobwebs? I mean,
Yeah.
I hadn't even moved stuff in, you guys. Like this place had been cleaned, we had painted, like everything was clean. And she's like, you have black cobwebs everywhere.
Did you see the black cobwebs?
I didn't see all of the ones that she saw. Once she pointed out like what I was looking at, we actually went to a school where they also had a bunch of them, and she like showed me, and then I went home and I was like, oh,
Did people
this isn't cool.
Did
Like I don't
people-
like this.
Did people act any differently in the house?
She did. She and I it was we struggled a little bit to like do certain things. She saw a lot more than what I would ever say I did. But
Yeah.
I mean, when I first met her, like she was sitting there telling me about my great grandma that I've never met. And I mean, I've seen pictures, so I know what she looks like.
Right.
But she's sitting there telling me about this lady, and I later found out it was all correct. And like, she didn't even know my last name. And it was a different last name. Like, there was nothing about this that she should have had any idea about.
Yeah.
And she's like,
she's more mediumship. High.
Yeah. And so, like, when she started coming in my house and started seeing things, I'm like, oh man, like, come on. So, there was a light that we couldn't figure out. My dad redid the electrical in it to try and fix it. We had an electrician come in and look at it, like, did all of the things. My friend Cassie comes over and hits the light switch and it turned on. And I was like, okay. Like, just weird things like that. We had, for a while I couldn't go to my basement because there were things happening.
Dang.
I've got stories, Joel.
Wow. At least you don't live there anymore. Not that I know of anyway. You're not there now, are you?
But there were other things in my other houses too.
I was going to say, if you are, Casey will show up and do an investigation for it.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to, we could still go in.
Yeah.
People who bought it are friends of mine.
I've done a few different homes that had poltergeist activity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And after I was done, that stopped completely.
Really?
Yep.
They just able to clear the space.
Yeah, we did clear it. I do know the one location, it came to be one of her family members doing it that had passed. And I was just trying to get her attention, and she didn't know what to do.
Okay.
And
so you wanted to help move them along is what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? How do you move them along? I mean,
that's a complicated thing to do. I don't know. It's just...
So you don't have to go home, but you just can't stay here?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know?
Yeah. No.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like use sage and do the whole smudge thing?
I've only done it once, but I didn't have the sage. My other friend that did his team that I helped with, he did the saging it. So, but I didn't.
Gotcha. So. Very, very interesting. Man, it sounds like you've had a full 6 years. You've been a busy guy.
Yep.
All those investigations and doing this, doing that. Got any advice for you would-be paranormal investigators out there?
Yeah.
Just don't believe what everybody says. Just go yourself.
Yeah.
Feel the location for yourself. If you feel it's whatever, then
yeah. Any words of caution?
The one I'm big on, and I know Taps is big on, is never go alone. Ever.
You talk to the wrong guy then. All the time.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're absolutely 100%. It's in my book as well. Don't go alone. You're 100% right. Just because I do it doesn't mean you can do it or should do it. You know what I mean? Just because I'm an idiot doesn't mean you should be one.
there's a lot of places like the Berlin Tannery is one of them. Like, it's not that he doesn't want you to go alone. Like, he just doesn't want you to because there's so many staircases around and
Sure.
so much
And you
stuff.
bring up a good point, because what if
Like,
you fall and hurt
it's
yourself?
it's liability for him, and he doesn't want to
Yeah.
deal with it. He doesn't want that to happen.
Yeah,
So
because I'm not necessarily worried about the ghosts. I'm worried about falling down
yeah,
and not being able to get help.
yeah,
I've been in some pretty dilapidated places. I mean, that's
yeah,
generally where these investigations happen.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
they don't typically happen at the nice little plush
no,
cottages where
but it'd be
everything is
cool
on
if
the
they did.
main level.
That'd be
Right,
cool if they did. I'd be all
right,
right with that. I'd be down for that one.
That would be where I would haunt.
You have
right.
to go to a
I'll have this
5-star
cute little
hotel.
cottage, sit and
Mhm.
watch
Yep.
movies.
I'd be the one to
Casper
pester my
2.0.
yeah.
Hey,
I'd be the one to pester my family. That's
there
what the
you
heck of it.
go. There you go.
Not in a mean
haunt
way,
the
but
family.
prankster one. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, that is something that I think I've heard that quite a few times, to mess your
yeah,
family a little bit and do this and do
yeah,
that, and I just don't want the afterlife to be boring.
right,
You know what I mean?
no,
Being stuck in one building, going, crap, I'm
right,
stuck here.
right,
That wouldn't be very much fun.
right.
But from what I understand, everything I understand, that's not the case.
No, they can
So
go. They can go anywhere they wanna.
yeah, just through a thought, they can
Yeah,
go there.
Mm.
So which is very, very cool.
yeah.
And what's the scariest set of circumstances you've ever run into? Come on, you got a horror story? No, yeah, maybe.
Not really. I think more of when I was at the tannery and seeing the shadows. That's my first time, so that's gonna be a little
Sure.
scary at first, but seeing it a second, third time, it is what it is.
Casey, everyone always remembers their first time, man.
No,
It's true.
It is true.
no,
There's
Whether
no
it's good,
time
bad,
like
or
the
ugly.
first time. That's
right.
right.
Yeah,
Yep. Well, you know what, Casey, thanks a ton for coming on.
yeah, no problem.
And everyone, if you want to talk to Casey Schnese, there we go. Look him up on Facebook. He's there. You can definitely check everything out that his group is doing. They got a lot of cool stuff going on, and that's the Eastern Wisconsin Paranormal Team.
Yeah,
Check them out. They got lots. I mean, they got a Facebook page. I'm looking at some of your stuff. You got a lot going on. You're definitely not just hanging out. You're getting her done. Because a lot of people talk the talk, but they never walk the walk, right?
right.
So you guys are out there walking the walk instead of just talking.
Yeah.
Till next time, guys, me and Brittany, we got to get the hell out of here. Next week, we have the incomparable June Lundgren. She's coming on.
Oh, nice.
She is an awesome.
excited.
She's an awesome interview. Then the week after that, we got Chad Lewis, and then we got Robbie Thomas, and you got a whole slew of awesomeness coming your way. We're just beginning, folks. We're just getting ramped up. But Casey, thank you for coming in and talking with us.
Yeah, no problem. We'll have to have you guys on ours.
Yeah, do that. Bring us on. We'd love to. Brittany will rock the house. She is a fireball, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So again, everybody, like I say every single week, take care of each other and love each other.
Yeah. Brittany, you can add me if you want to Facebook.
Deal. I'll try you.